play rain sounds. Okay, here's rain sounds. Hi, welcome in. Today we are going to be doing a more specific sound and Reiki healing in regards to what's called the Hara Line. And I'm going to show you on my little sheet here. So this is what it looks like. I guess it's backwards for you, but the Hara Line is basically your soul's purpose, your alignment with your well-being. And some people are completely off their Hara Line. Sometimes their Hara Line is crooked. Sometimes, so you can see that there is a point of individuation from whence we came, source, God, heavens, whatever. It's kind of like the light refracting into one focal point, which is us in this lifetime. So you have a purpose. I don't know if it would be destiny, but you have this thing that your soul longs for you to be doing, this lesson that you came here to learn and to fulfill. And it's beautiful, fun, amazing, exciting, awesome. So when you get into alignment with your soul's purpose, you get into alignment with flow from the universe. Everything starts feeling really good. The zest of life, everything is just amazing, right? And so this is your Hara Line. It goes through your central channel, anchors you into the great central sun or heaven, and then anchors you also to earth. So every time we do a biofield tuning together, we are kind of getting you back onto your Hara Line. We're going to do that today, but more focused on your point of individuation, your soul's purpose, getting you back into alignment with who you are, what you're meant to be doing, and allowing you to flow into that beautiful point of yourself. Life's purpose lives about 2 inches below your thyroid, and it's about 8 feet wide. And your tanden, kind of like your lower dantian, is 1 inch below your navel. And this is your anchoring point, and this is where it feels really good to be in alignment with everything you are. So just some more information about the Hara Line before we get started. Let's see. Yeah, so if you feel like you're in this life and you have this longing or this itch to do something and you're just not sure, Hara Line, getting into alignment with that. And this is also has to do with our willpower. So the lower dantian, or the tanden, as this book calls it, this is about our physical body, our physical representation, and our willpower to carry out what our soul's purpose is. So they have to live in harmony and in balance. Okay. And one last thing that I thought is worth repeating. It says, you cannot win heaven if you betray earth. So beautiful. Okay. So this is more of an esoteric Reiki, in case you can't tell. We've been doing a few of those lately. They feel quite different and they are quite different. So let's get into it. We're going to take a few deep breaths together first, because the key to all healing is a relaxed nervous system. Bubba, lay down, good boy. Okay, so we're going to breathe in through our stomach, in through our chest, and out. So it's going to look like this. Breathe with me. Now make it a flow. Last one, hold your breath. Bring your awareness into your body. Start noticing where you have tension, where you have tingles, what kind of information is living there. And a giant exhale. Okay. So as always, your ability to follow along and bring notice to what you're feeling and what you're going through is going to be just an added beautiful step to your healing in this process. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is connect you and I. Okay. So I want you to envision yourself surrounded in bright white light and try to use your extra senses to see all around you this bright white light. This is your white light of autonomy. It separates you from the will of others, from the influence of entities or ancestors or anything that is not for your highest good. So envision that white light now. In your body right now. Follow that sensation without judgment, without assessing. Okay, now let's get actually started. Okay. So the Esoteric Reiki follows a very specific kind of protocol because it works with other intelligences. And when you work with other intelligences, it's very important to be incredibly specific. And so that's why I often read from my handbook, my self-created protocols. So that's kind of what I'm doing when I'm looking down here. Okay. Okay, we need to invoke some more clearing. So use your breath. Okay, awesome. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is clear what's called BAP energy. It stands for Black Arts Practitioner. And the way I understand it is it's just when you try to influence the will of others, you like send negative thoughts, or I don't like the words in the esoteric Reiki, but it's like hexes and what have you. It's just like asserting negative energy onto other people or onto yourself, or having it asserted onto you. So we're clearing that energy now. So I want you to tune into your body when I say the word BAP. Where do you feel it? Okay, and we're going to release that now. Awesome. Just keep breathing it out. Use your breath. Send it to where you feel the tension or the sensation, and then use your breath to also melt it away. You can hear the sound is much stronger, so we know it's kind of been eliminated. Okay. Okay. Now I want you to lovingly and peacefully call all of your power back to you in the here and now through space and time in all dimensions. Just further bringing your energy back home into alignment with yourself and for all that is good for yourself and others. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. Now we're going to balance your Sun and Earth Star. Earth Star lives below your feet. It is your negative terminal, and it allows you to kind of discharge and alchemize energy that is no longer serving you. It also helps you to manifest. So you can see why it's important to be grounded, to be anchored. Bring your awareness to below your feet. There, we were able to kind of give it a lot more space. So tension is a lack of space, right? When we're holding things tense, there's not a lot of space for movement or energy to flow. So when we introduce coherent sound, it actually opens up space, and so does your breath. So I'm using the tuning fork and you are using the breath to open up. And energy, and like muscles, are stronger when they're able to flex and contract. I want you to see your Earth Star chakra, see it being charged. See all that it does for you. See it as your great recycler, as your great manifester. Okay, now we're sending the information up your Earth Star, up your central channel, at which point, once it clears, it will cycle back down, flowing around you, forming your toroidal field. So sending it up your spine. What are you guys noticing in your body? I'm noticing my upper right back is kind of feeling a little tense. So we're just sending our breath wherever we feel tension. and melting it. Opening up more space for movement, flow, and strength. Okay, can you feel the flow? It's clearing about every 1.5 seconds. And it's moving some old energy from our upper left solar plexus. We're getting rid of some powerlessness now. Lily on camera, Lily? You stinky girl. Sorry about that. She has no manners. Okay. Now that you have the one flow from your sun, your Earth star, we're going to drop your Hara line from your central column down through your Earth star, anchoring you into the Earth. So I want you to use your senses, your extra senses, to feel it being dropped down and balanced. You can think of it as a dragon tail shooting all the way down, as roots growing down, or as a line of light or an anchor just beaming down. So get into it. Keep using your breath. Send your energy down. See it anchored in the Earth's core. And when you're fully anchored, you can draw up Earth energy anytime you need to, and you can dispel anything that no longer serves you anytime as well. This connection is imperative, not just for your electrical health, your neurons in your heart, it's for your spiritual electrical health as well. So now we're going to do a breathwork practice. We're going to imagine breathing up Earth's energy into our heart and then exhaling it into our aura. Long and slow. Here we go. Hold it. Let it circulate. Get a feeling for it. Exhale into your aura again. So the thing about the earth is it's kind of like she needs us as we need her. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. We're not dumping bad energy because in the universal realm, there is no good and there is no bad. Our positive ions, which are in fact harming us, this is the scientific explanation. When we cycle down positive ions through our electrical being and we ground them into the earth, it actually feeds her. It actually feeds her. Just like when we exhale carbon dioxide, something that too much for us can be poisonous, the plants breathe it in. It's mutually beneficial. It's symbiotic. So let's do it again. Beautiful. Okay. Use your mind's eye and see how far down your Hara line goes into the earth. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing for the sun star, which is right above your crown chakra. So bring your awareness there. So it's really funny, Alex, that you brought up this concept of good and bad energy, right? Because right in the middle of our connection to our sun star, which lives a foot above us, is this idea in polarities, right? Polarities exist, and we work with polarities, but as we usher our energy higher, it becomes unity consciousness. So there is no good and bad, light and dark, it just everything is. And so blocking this sun star today for the collective who is watching and will watch has a lot to do with passing judgment or morality onto the world around us. It's fine to have our own opinions and contextual beliefs, which are imperative to our development. However, the next level, whenever you're ready for it, is unity consciousness. The eclipse has been beautiful for me. I know it's been affecting a lot of people. I know last week we were all experiencing some headaches collectively. So there's a lot of distraction up here as well. It's this energy of giving our attention in fractions, doing multiple things at multiple times. And just like willpower, our attention span is a muscle. So I'm not saying go meditate for 20 minutes and don't think about anything, but maybe for a minute twice a day, we can just follow our breath, because when we focus our attention, we are in fact pulling our power back to us through space, time, and all dimensions. We're harnessing ourselves when we're able to focus, because we live in a consciousness-based society, not society. Interesting that I said that. Reality. How are you all feeling? Take stock in your body. I'm feeling some tension around the neck. Just observe. Okay. Still feels a little off, but I'm being told to move on. So just like before, now we're going to send the information down our ascending channel, our Hara line, out our feet. It will continue its cycle, except the other direction. So you might notice the ping pong of energy as it opens up flow bi-directionally. You might notice that it gets stuck in a certain area of your body. Just you use your breath and I will use frequency. Okay, now we're at a speed of about 0.5 seconds per flow, which is awesome. Now use your mind's eye and your extra senses to envision your aura or your biofield, 5 or 6 feet all around you, being charged up by the frequency, by coherence, by order, by beauty. Every time you tune into a frequency healing, you are going to the gym for your energy. You are telling it how you want to act, how you want it to behave, how strong you want it to be, what direction to go. So this is kind of like a spiritual gym, I guess, an energy gym. Okay. Now, from the center of the earth, we are calling the energy all along our Hara Line or central channel. Now we're shooting it out the top of our head, connecting us to the great central sun, which is directly above us, different from the regular sun you see every day. So again, use your extra senses to feel the energy being shot upwards out of your head, anchoring into the heavens. Awesome. Now again, we're going to breathe down sun star energy, and you might even breathe both earth and sun energy into the center of your heart now, because you're connected both top and bottom. And then exhale it into your aura, strengthening your own energy. So inhale, exhale. Awesome. Okay, now you are balanced from top and bottom. Now we're going to go on to the next section of doing energy work for our Hara Line. Okay. How are you feeling in your body right now? Okay, we're going to be using 256C Fibonacci for this. Light and balanced. Okay. So first I ask the questions of the higher intelligences, and then we get an answer and we do the tuning together. Holy Spirit guides, Holy Guardian Angels. Is the ID point properly formed without distortion? No. Point without distortion, yes. Okay. So remember, the ID point is kind of like how the light fractionates from its origination point. It becomes just us in this lifetime. It's from all of source and then beams into us. So we want that to be properly formed and without distortion. Feels shaky. Okay. You might be moving a lot of energy. If you feel shaky, just try to breathe really low and slow. But as always, if you need to disconnect from session, feel free to do so to kind of integrate your energy. Okay, where do you feel this? job, you guys. I can feel it kind of moving. It's trying to find its center point through my skull. Okay. Is the ID point clear and free from clogging? Yes. Life purpose. Is the life purpose free from disfigurement and shrouding? Is it free from coverage by a dark cloud of energy? No. Okay, so I want you to go into your mind's eye, your very, very safe place, and see a dark cloud of energy that may be kind of covering over this area in your chest. And I want you to not judge it, not assess it, just breathe it open. Oh. I want you to see your life purpose, which is about 2 inches below your collarbone. I want you to see it kind of glow and open up to about 8 feet around you. Is the tanden properly positioned in our physical body? No. Okay. Now I want you to send your awareness into right an inch below your belly button. There's a ball of light, and I want you to reposition it center. Ooh. Okay. Now I want you to see any tears in this ball of energy, and I want you to imagine them being patched up with more light. Right in the center, right an inch below your belly button. Okay, now tune into your body and notice where you feel this. So this part of us, this lower dantian, this tanden as they call it, is our will center, our ability to carry out our purpose, our passions, our desires. And so often other people assert their will or their desires over us, and it really affects our digestion, our large intestines, small intestines. It affects our ability to kind of amalgamate and work through energy. So I just want you to make an agreement with yourself that you are now in alignment with your highest good and purpose, and that you will follow your intuition and the clues being provided by the universe. Okay. So there's a degree of powerlessness that's preventing us from really feeling in alignment with our well-being and with our purpose. Telling ourselves stories or stories that we've inherited, like that could never happen, and that's too big of a dream, and I don't see how that could ever be a possibility for me. That's kind of this victimhood off of your center. So we're just kind of healing that up. I want you to make an agreement with yourself that you can and will release this feeling of powerlessness over your purpose and melt it away with your breath. Down into the earth, will she will recycle it for us, nourish herself with it, alchemize it. Well, I can tell this has been weighing heavy on a lot of us, this purpose, like being driven towards our desires and what feels good. And we want to feel good. We want to live in our well-being, in our purpose. And that is calling up a lot of kind of tension and density in the heart area as well. Okay. Okay. So now I want you to imagine being charged up on both ends like a battery, like you needed to be recharged. It's telling us that the Hara Line is not currently properly energized. So we're just going to send more coherence there, energizing your incarnation, your abilities. And I want you to imagine you're breathing through every cell in your body, every organ, every inch of skin, all along your bones. You're breathing through all of it right now, full body breathing. Open up space and strength. Okay, it's going to take a few times to charge up or probably energize the Hara Line. It will happen over time, is what it's sounding like. It feels like we went from a 3 to a 6. Okay. Okay. All right. So again, we're going to envision connecting ourselves through to the center of the earth, because it's telling us that we are not connected to the earth's core. So you can repeat Malkuth and just imagine your energy being grounded all the way down, connecting you to this very important part of your incarnation. Strengthening that bond between you and earth. Forming a better relationship of give and receive. Nourish and recycle. Okay. Okay, now some more interesting questions. I'll read these ones out loud because they might be interesting to you. Is our Hara per se properly connected to and resonating with my source? No. Okay. I want you to imagine the sun on the brightest, most comfortably warm day just shining bright on you, infiltrating every cell. Okay. Is the heart per se properly connected to and resonating with my soul family? No. Interesting. Okay. Now I want you to imagine calling together people, places, and things that are exactly like you and that will benefit you, kind of like a magnet, draw them to you. You have amazing things to offer them, and they have amazing things to offer you. Okay. Is the Hara Line per se properly connected to and resonating with my monad? No. Shoot, we were going to do the monad next week. Okay, so the Hara Line is our kind of incarnation, like our soul, our purpose. The monad is much deeper than that. It's kind of like our spirit, our essence. So it might be more like inner being, like connected to, listening to, receiving information from, and honoring that inner being, that monad, that spirit that is trying to guide us. Feels like we're clearing up a lot of resentment, a lot of old energy and beliefs about people, blame for people. We're moving a lot of energy. Okay. Is the Hara per se properly connected to and resonating with aura, nadis, and chakras? Yes. Is the Hara per se properly connected to and resonating with our physical body? Is the Hara per se properly connected to and resonating with the Earth's core? Great. Okay, I'm going to seal you up. Okay. How are you guys feeling? I know that's quite different than the usual biofield tuning sessions that we do, but I have a feeling I want to start making our way through the whole Esoteric Reiki workbook. And it goes in order of like building blocks, like, first is doing all the clearing, and then is working on the chakras, the nadis, the hara, and the monad. And then it goes into like karmic agreements, um, soul exchanges. Like it goes really, really deep. Thought forms, energetic patterns, noxious energies, fundamental beliefs and rhythms. So I think working through this book would be really helpful to all of us and kind of a fun adventure. So feeling relaxed now. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thanks for tuning in and for participating. Don't forget that you moved a lot of energy just now. So pay attention to how things might be leading you now towards your purpose. Like, don't be resistant. If anything changes in your life, just understand that it's directing you. It's your inner being, your monad, your Hara line directing you toward this purpose and this well-being. So bear no resistance and walk the path. Thank you guys so much. If you want to go deeper or have this done for you on a more personal, private level, you can book through my website. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week, and I will hopefully put up one more video this week as well. Much love.